Alright, do you want my thesis on why Chibnall's writing is actually genius? And we've all been trained by society to think that it's not. Because society trains us to think that there's a right way of doing a story, that we need setup and payoff, And that's not true. There's many ways of doing stories, and Chibnall does not do setup and payoff. What Chibnall does is raise interesting questions, loads of questions, evocative questions. Chibnall is like the master at just vibing out his own stories. And, he asks interesting questions. Does he care about the answer? Maybe. Does he need to define the answer? No, he wants us to think about it for ourselves. He enjoys thinking about it for himself. This is great writing. Chibnall writes evocatively. He wants us to ask interesting questions. He enjoys the mystery rather than caring about the resolution. He wants an interesting plot and world, not one that is fully understood. I've got a comic called Odyssey, and it has art that I can't get my head around. I look at it and I'm like, what? And it's set in the future. And you know what? In the future, we shouldn't, if we're seeing images of the future, we shouldn't be able to bend our brains around that. And that art kind of does that, We can't quite grasp what it is. And, not being able to fully understand it is part of the evocativeness of it. We have been trained to only appreciate stories that work in a formulaic way, where there is setup, and then that setup is resolved. But life ain't like that, is it? Is life a bad story? I've got a Judge Dredd comic. It combines 3 different comics that seem to pick up the stories of the characters from one to the next. And they have no overarching goal. There is no setup and payoff, so to speak. There's just things that happen to these characters at stages of their life. And, the main character changes throughout them and stuff, And, that's a good way of telling stories, Life isn't just setup and payoff. We have been trained by society to think Chibnall sucks at writing, but we are wrong. Chibnall is right. Chibnall good. Chibnall asks the deep questions and lets us think about the answers. He doesn't solve it for us. That is brilliant. That is beautiful. That's amazing. Chibnall good. End of thesis statement. Have you ever killed a man? Was it possible?